The venerable Venator-Class Star Destroyer is one of the most iconic and successful warships in galactic history. The Venator served with distinction, from the opening shots of the Clone Wars until the first years of the Galactic Empire. It was a highly versatile cruiser, carrier, and battleship, but can you name any individual Venators? I'm Joey from Radio Free Coruscant, and this is every known Venator-Class Star Destroyer. Albedo Brave. The Albedo Brave was the command ship of Jedi General Jaro Tapal and his 13th Battalion of Clone Troopers. Little is known about its service history, but shortly before Order 66, it was deployed to defend the Bracca system from the CIS. When Order 66 was executed, the 13th Battalion attacked Tapal and his Padawan Cal Kestis aboard the Albedo Brave. Tapal sabotaged the ship's reactor before he was mortally wounded, and the ship crashed on Bracca, where it remained for the next 5 years before being scrapped, ironically enough by Padawan Cal Kestis himself. Arbitrator. The Arbitrator was destroyed by General Grievous's Recusant-class light destroyer around 21 BBY. Nothing else is known about this ship. Audacity. Nothing is known of the Audacity's service in the Clone Wars, but around 0 ABY it was owned and lived in by former Imperial Weapons Systems engineer Tag Rogarin. Brassbound. The Brassbound was dispatched from Coruscant to the Outer Rim early in the Clone Wars, possibly to hunt for the Malevolence. Little else is known. Coruscant Sky. The Coruscant Sky was part of Admiral Yularen's battle group when he received a priority alpha order to protect the Bothan spy net on Kothlis. Upon arriving, they engaged and defeated the Separatist forces in battle, with Coruscant Sky taking relatively minor damage compared to the other Star Destroyers. Corax Moth. The Corax Moth was patrolling around Faline before receiving orders to proceed to Kothlis as well. The arrival of the Corax Moth was crucial to the Republic victory there. Fun fact, the Corax moth is named after the Syrinx genus of moths in the family Erebidae in real life. Dauntless. The Dauntless was commanded by Anakin Skywalker. It was built alongside the Venators Resolute and Pioneer, and the three ships formed their own battle group. It was involved in the Battle of Bothawi. Little else is known. Defender. The Defender was another Venator in Anakin Skywalker's fleet. It participated in the Battle of Ryloth, where it was destroyed when Skywalker sent it on a collision course with Captain Martuk's Lucrahulk, which was leading the blockade of Ryloth. Both the Defender and the Separatist ship were destroyed in the collision, breaking the blockade. Demolisher. The Demolisher was present when the clone troopers of Breakout Squad liberated the planet Kainachi from the Trade Federation. Electrum. The Electrum was a part of the Imperial Navy in 14 BBY. It was originally stationed at the planet Ryloth's Deep Dock, but was transferred to Sentinel Base, where it defended the station from a rebel attack. Endurance. The Endurance was part of Obi-Wan and Anakin's Open Circle fleet. It was the flagship of Admiral Shone Killian. It was destroyed after it was sabotaged by a young Boba Fett and crashed on the planet Vancor. Guardian. The Guardian was commanded by Captain Saros. It fought against General Grievous's fleet and was crippled in battle, but was saved by an unknown Jedi general. Gwarlara. The Gwarlara was part of the Open Circle fleet. It was present for the Battle of Coruscant, where it engaged in a one-on-one duel with the Invisible Hand. The Gwarlara sustained heavy damage, but it fatally wounded the Invisible Hand, which crashed on Coruscant soon after. This duel was crucial to the Republic victory. Hound. The Hound was an Imperial Venator. It was dispatched to the planet Kestival after Jedi Knight Das Genir was reportedly sighted there. Impavid. The Impavid was part of the Coruscant Home Fleet. It participated in the Battle of Coruscant, where it was stricken and nearly destroyed by a Confederate Providence-class destroyer exiting hyperspace. Jedi Saesee Tin took command of the ship after witnessing the collision and ordered it to pass over the Confederate carrier Prosperous, where the Jedi and several of the Impavid's clone troopers boarded and captured the Separatist ship. Indomitable. The Indomitable was commanded by Admiral Wolf Yularen. It participated in the battles of Cothless and Lantebe. Integrity. The Integrity was part of the Open Circle Fleet. It had a unique livery with dark gray hangar doors and asymmetrical wing paint. Nothing else is known about the ship. Intervention. The Intervention was part of the Open Circle Fleet. Senator Bail Organa used the ship to survey the Outer Rim territories and aid Obi-Wan Kenobi in capturing Asajj Ventress. The ship was critically damaged in the Battle of Boz Pity, where it crashed on the planet's surface. Intrepid. The Intrepid was the flagship of Jedi General Aayla Secura and participated in the Battle of Felucia. Laudable. The Laudable was under the command of Jedi Erez Noon. It was patrolling the Fu system with 2 other Venators searching for Separatist activities, and oh boy, did they find some. The task force was attacked by the Separatist flagship Malevolence, and all 3 ships were destroyed. Liberation. The Liberation was used by Obi-Wan and Commander Cody to search for Darth Maul in the Outer Rim. Liberator. The Liberator was an Imperial Venator. It was stationed at the RM Facility 4 Deep Dock at Belderone. The ship's data center was used by Grand Moff Tarkin to search for his personal stealth ship, the Carrion Spike, which had been stolen. Tarkin also borrowed one of the ship's shuttles to rendezvous with the Imperial escort carrier Goliath after the Carrion Spike was located. Afterward, the Liberator was deployed to Ord Cestus to defend a nearby Tagco mining facility. Liberty. The Liberty was the flagship of Jedi Aayla Secura and was part of the Open Circle Fleet. It was present for and destroyed in the Battle of Quell. Secura, as well as Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano, escaped from the falling Liberty in the atmosphere of Quell via a consular cruiser in the Liberty's docking bay. Majestic. All we know about the Majestic is that it served the Republic Navy during the Clone Wars. Negotiator. The Negotiator was the flagship of General Kenobi. It was present for the Battle of Cristoffer, where it delivered the prototype IPV-2C stealth corvette to the battle. It was also present for the Battle of the Kaleida Nebula and other events in the Hunt for the Malevolence, where the ship and other Venators in Kenobi's task force destroyed the Separatist ship. The Negotiator was destroyed in 20 BBY after Kenobi set the self-destruct sequence to prevent General Grievous from capturing it. Pioneer. The Pioneer was part of the 3-ship battle group assigned to Anakin Skywalker along with the Resolute and Dauntless. It participated in the Battle of Bothawi. Redeemer. No, not that one. The Redeemer was involved in the Battle of Ryloth, where it was destroyed by the Separatist blockade there. Redoubt. The Redoubt was captained by Commander Den Wessex. It was involved in the Battle of Boz Pity in 20 BBY. Renown. The Renown was a member of the Open Circle Fleet. It was stolen by the Separatists and placed in orbit of Avafar, where it was loaded to the brim with Rhydonium explosives. It was going to be used to destroy the space station Valor in the Karaida system, but the plan was sabotaged by D-Squad, a team of 5 droids including R2-D2. Resilient. The Resilient was the flagship of Admiral Wheeler. It participated in the Battle of Korm. Resolute. The Resolute was one of the most accomplished Venators of the Clone Wars. It was the flagship of Anakin Skywalker and participated in many key battles of the Clone Wars. I could and might make a full-length video on the Resolute alone, so I'll just abridge its history for now. If you'd like to see a video all about the Resolute, let me know in the comments. The Resolute participated in the Battle of Cristoffer, the Battle of the Kaleida Nebula, the Battle of Bothawi, the skirmish at Vancor, the Battle of Quell, the Battle of Ryloth, the Battle of Deveron, the Second Battle of Geonosis, the Battle of Seleucami, the Battle of Camino, and the Battle of Sullust. It was the lead ship of the Open Circle fleet. It was destroyed in the Battle of Sullust when Asajj Ventress and her droid tri-fighters destroyed both of the ship's bridges. Resolution. The Resolution was present for the Battle of Drongar, where it helped a Republic Medstar-class frigate escape. Retaliation. The Retaliation was an Imperial Venator commanded by Marisa Zinj. The ship was scheduled for decommissioning, but Marisa stole the ship and became a pirate instead. Her son was tasked with hunting her and the Retaliation down, and upon his success was named the first warlord of the Empire. The Righteous. The Righteous, yes, it has "the" in the name, was destroyed by Separatist Admiral Trench in 22 BBY. During the Battle of Cristoffer later that year, Admiral Yularen read about the destruction of the Righteous while researching the markings on Trench's ship to find out who they were dealing with. Roti Mundi. The Roti Mundi was part of the Open Circle fleet and participated in the Battle of Coruscant. Selfless. The Selfless was involved with the Valsidian operation after the Battle of Ukio. Solidarity. The Solidarity was the flagship of Jedi Master Izar Elazra and was commanded by Captain Raylan. It was present for the Battle of Tiran. Spirit of the Republic. The inspiringly named Spirit of the Republic participated in the Battle of Teth, where it ferried Obi-Wan Kenobi to Tatooine to negotiate with Jabba the Hutt. Presumably, it was retired or renamed after the Republic turned into the Empire. Steadfast. The Steadfast was a member of the Open Circle fleet and was later the flagship of Jedi Master Eth Koth and his fleet. It was ambushed and severely damaged in the Seleucami system, where Master Koth was captured. Strikefast. The Strikefast was an Imperial Venator. It was the site of the first meeting between Captain Voss Park, Colonel Mosh Barris, Cadet Eli Vanto, and a certain Chiss named Thrawn. Tempestuous. The Tempestuous was involved with the capture of several bounty hunters. There was a prison break aboard where the bounty hunters briefly escaped during a riot, and all but one were recaptured. Tenacious. The Tenacious was an Imperial Venator. It was commanded by Captain Denimore, and it was illegally redirected to Arkinia to aid Jedi Master Kukruk and his younglings as a favor by an Imperial officer named Tyran, who had worked with Kukruk and his master in the siege of Seleucami. Tranquility. The Tranquility was the flagship of Jedi General Luminari Unduli. The ship was badly damaged when it was infiltrated by Sith assassin Asajj Ventress, who was sent to rescue captured Separatist Viceroy Newt Gunray from the ship's brig. Tribunal. The Tribunal was used to transport former Sith apprentice Maul to Coruscant following his capture by former Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano during the Siege of Mandalore. However, Order 66 was executed while they were en route to Coruscant, and a fight broke out on the ship as the clones aboard tried to kill Tano. Maul destroyed the ship's hyperdrive and set it on a collision course with a nearby moon, while Ahsoka Tano freed clone Captain Rex from Order 66 by removing his inhibitor chip, and she, Rex, and Maul fled the ship moments before it struck the moon and was destroyed. The Albedo Brave and the Tribunal being destroyed within minutes of Order 66 makes me wonder how many other Venators were lost when the Jedi aboard them objected to the Jedi genocide. Many Jedi were close friends with the clones they commanded, but others viewed them as simply colleagues, underlings, or even tools, and would have no problem destroying an entire ship full of thousands of clones to escape. Perhaps I will have to make a video breaking down a minute-by-minute timeline of Order 66 someday as well. Triumphant. The Triumphant was the flagship of Jedi Master Plo Koon. It was destroyed in the Battle of Abrigado by the Separatist flagship, the Malevolence. Unity. The Unity was part of a task force led by Anakin Skywalker, Plo Koon, and Wolf Yularen to defend the planet Doran from a Separatist invasion. It was destroyed in the Battle of Doran. Vensenor. The Vensenor was an Imperial Venator, which housed the Vensenor Flight Academy in orbit of Arcanus. Vigilance. The Vigilance was under the command of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Admiral Block. It was present for the destruction of the Vancor listening station, the Second Battle of Cristoffer, and the Battle of Utapau. VZ-114. The last Venator on our list is VZ-114. This ship was an Imperial Venator commanded by Vice Admiral Rampart in the early days of the Empire. It was used to seize control of and later destroy the Kamino and cloning facilities on Tapoka City, and all civilian cities on Kamino as well. Later it was being refitted and repaired in the shipyard trench on Coruscant, where it was infiltrated by Clone Force 99 to recover its data logs containing proof of the bombardment of Kamino. VZ-114 was badly damaged in their escape when they activated its engines as a distraction, knocking it off its docking supports and dropping it hundreds of feet onto the surface of the shipyard trench. It is unknown if VZ-114 had a name like the other Venators and most other Imperial capital ships such as Vader's Devastator and Thrawn's Chimera, but it is only referred to as VZ-114 currently. It is also unknown what the ship's ultimate fate was. It is highly likely that structural damage from the fall was too great to be repaired, and it was almost certainly scrapped.
Status report.
The cities have been destroyed, sir. All Kaminoan facilities have collapsed into the sea.
Very good. Rendezvous with the fleet.
And that is every named Venator-Class Star Destroyer we know of so far. There are also a bunch of known but unnamed Venators, such as Adi Gala's flagship or even PL's cruiser, and entirely unidentified Venators, but including these would have added an extra 16 entries to the list, and in most cases next to nothing is known about them, even less than some of the shortest entries on this list already. Let me know if you'd like to see a video all about the Resolute or any other individual Venator, or a video about each individual Imperial Star Destroyer. In the meantime, please like the video to tell me to make more videos like this, and subscribe to see them when they come out. I'll see you later.